US President Donald Trump has made a significant shift in his stance on the Russia-Ukraine war, saying that Ukraine can reclaim all of its territory with the support of the European Union and also NATO. Trump said he believes Ukraine is in a strong position both militarily and economically, especially as Russia continues to face serious financial strain after over 3 years of being into the war. He pointed to what he described as a weakened Russian military effort and suggested that public pressure inside Russia could also help turn the tide. Donald Trump urged the European nations to stop buying oil from Russia as it helps in boosting Moscow's objective.
We're on it. We have reduced already massively the gas supply from Russia, completely gotten out of Russian coal, and massively also reduced the oil supply, but there's still some coming to the European continent. So what we do now, we put sanctions out to those ports where, for example, LNG is coming from Russia. And we want to put tariffs on oil supplies that are still coming to the European Union. So we are really getting, after the last bits of oil and gas coming from Russia to the European Union, we want to get rid of it. Until the end of the year, we have the phasing out. We have now the sanctions on the table proposed. Member states have to agree.
Trump underlined NATO's expanding role in arming Ukraine and stated that the United States would continue supplying weapons to the alliance, enabling it to support Kyiv as required. He expressed support for a NATO military response should Russian aircraft violate Allied airspace, while offering no definitive position on his current level of trust in President Putin.
Think that NATO countries should shoot down Russian aircraft if they enter their airspace?
Yes, I do.
Mr. President, any update on your talks with President Putin, and do you still trust him?
I'll let you know in about a month from now, okay?
Now, interestingly, this marks a major change from Trump's earlier position where he had hinted that territorial concessions might be necessary to end this war going on between Russia and Ukraine. Now he appears to fully be supporting Ukraine returning to its original borders. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky welcomed this shift, calling it positive development. European leaders also in fact responded favorably, with some in fact saying the moment presents an opportunity for Ukraine to regain the lost ground. While the White House has not signaled any immediate policy changes at the moment, Trump's message is being seen as an attempt to increase pressure on Russia and also energize support for Ukraine's military objectives. The new position could have significant diplomatic and strategic implications if it shapes future US or NATO decisions. So that's the recent shift that we have seen as far as President Donald Trump's position on Russia and Ukraine's war is concerned. Earlier, he used to speak about negotiations. He also used to speak about having Putin and Zelensky on the same table to talk about the borders, to talk about the war, to talk about reaching a consensus. Now it looks like that he has completely taken the side of Ukraine. He's been speaking about regaining borders. He's been speaking about providing the military aid to Ukraine. Also speaking about how NATO members should refrain from purchasing Russian crude, as according to Donald Trump, it fuels the war against Ukraine.